Power is critical to commercial, industrial and social development of every community. As the commercial nerve center of northern Nigeria, Kano State requires adequate electricity supply to serve its industrial need. To bridge this energy gap, the state government initiated the power projects, one at Chalawa and the other here at Tigadam. We'll tell you the story of the vision behind the power project on this episode of Kano Spotlight. I am Ibrahim Isa. Welcome to the program.
And I like to say, Excellency, that whenever
the governor of Kano State, Abdullahi Ganduje, has called for effective collaboration between India and Kano State on energy, healthcare and film industries. Governor Ganduje made the call while hosting the visiting Indian High Commissioner to Nigeria, Ambassador Abid Zakor in Kano. He said India companies are doing well in the state, especially in hydropower projects and rice mills, which have helped in boosting commercial and industrial activities in Nigeria.
We're happy to receive you, and I'm happy that you have met the business community, the chambers of commerce. I'm sure you must have discussed a lot with them, and then the Manufacturers Association as well. And finally, you are here so that we exchange views on various developmental issues affecting Kano in relation to your great country. One thing that I observe, there is a silent revolution in terms of Indian technology. Most of our things are coming from India, and such things are serving our purposes. If you look at the issue of mechanization in agriculture, there are so many implements that are manufactured in India, and they find their way here to Kano, and our farmers are increasing their production using some mechanization whose technology is from India. I'm happy to see that the rice mill, which is the biggest in Nigeria, is from India and is here in Kano. And I assure you, we'll build on that to make sure that we produce more rice to feed your rice mill. And also because Mr. President has already gave a directive that we will no more import rice. We have to feed ourselves, and then the next level is to export food items to some African countries. So I believe you have an important role to play here. This mechanization technology from India is an area that I think you need to look into. Your business community should look into that so that you have a hub of Indian technology in Kano State. We assure you it will be well patronized. Also, we're happy about the hydroelectricity, which has been managed well.
Indian community was in Africa.
The High Commissioner expressed readiness of his country to deepen economic ties with Nigeria towards promoting investment and trade between both countries. He called for greater bilateral trade between Nigeria and India as a way of fostering the existing economic relations between the two countries, which dates back to 1960.
And one of the most important partner countries of India globally. I'm here, Excellency, to not only to pay a courtesy call, this being my first visit, but also alongside all the different stakeholders, the Kano Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the business community, the education sector, to explore and add little more momentum to bilateral relations. We've had some resource. In addition to the university, we are also looking at increased attractiveness of India as a destination for education. Over the years, we've had growing number of students from Kano going to India. And I like to say, Excellency, that whenever it comes to anything in terms of value for money, India is probably one of the most preferred and attractive partners globally, whether it comes to affordable medicine, affordable housing, affordable education, affordable transport, affordable IT. India is there, and we have a lot to do with each other. In many ways, Excellency, we have shared our expertise and our experience with Nigeria wherever possible. A number of training and capacity building programs have been held in India. We have a unique privilege of 3 presidents of Nigeria having been beneficiaries of Indian training programs, including His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, who was in the Defence Services Staff College in Wellington in India in 1973. So there has been a huge connect, Excellency, which we are very more determined and before to strengthen.
As the commercial and industrial hub of northern Nigeria, Kano State needs reliable, affordable, and stable power for greater development. The state government thought out of the box to bring lasting solution to the perennial electricity shortage that has rendered many of its industrial areas at Bompai, Sharaɗa, and Chalawa moribund. It decided to tap into its abundant water resources for efficient energy. At Tiga in Bebeji local government area of the state is located a multi-purpose man-made dam. The Tiga Dam, built during the administration of Governor Audu Bako between 1971 and 1974, is a major reservoir on the Kano River. The dam covers an area of 178 square kilometers with maximum capacity of nearly 2 million cubic meters. Water from the dam supplies the Kano River Irrigation Project, as well as people of the city and surrounding communities. But the state government decided to tap into the potential of the dam with establishment of power evacuation project at the site. The State Independent Power Project, which is being developed by the Kano Hydro and Energy Development Company (KEDCO), is designed in 2 components. The first component is the Tiga Hydroelectric Power Plant, which is designed to generate 7.2 megawatts of electricity. The second component is the 6 megawatt independent power project situated on the Chalawa Gorge. Engineer Hadiza Ahmed Tukur is the managing director of KEDCO. She took us on a tour of the Tiga Dam Independent Power Plant, which has been completed.
The turbines is the pressure of the water that will rotate the turbine blades. When the turbine blades rotate, as you can see, the turbine is coupled with the generator. Then it also moves the generator. Once the generator is moving, the generator has two parts: the stator and the rotor. This turbine is coupled with the rotor part of the generator. So once the rotor is rotating, there will be magnetic flux will be generated between the stator and the rotor. Once there is magnetic flux, there is voltage, and once there is voltage, there is electricity. So this is our 2 megawatt generator. The output of the power that will be generated from this horizontal plant is 2 megawatt. Then after the generation, 2 megawatt, yes. After the generation, the power will move to this panel. 2 megawatt from this horizontal plant and 5.2 megawatt from this plant. 7.2 megawatt.
7.2?
Yes, total power generated from this to the substation is 7.2 megawatt.
The power plant is made up of double generator, the vertical and horizontal, with combined capacity of 7.2 megawatts.
We are expecting 2 megawatt from this generator. That's the horizontal turbine. 5.2 megawatt from the vertical turbine. So the total generation output of this power plant is 7.2 megawatt.
The leakage collector seepage, a critical aspect of the plant, has been fixed. The project manager, Anurag Rana, and the electromechanical engineer in charge, Ravindra Butola, spoke glowingly about the work done on the project.
The project was designed or main for hydro generation power. So all machines, everything are installed. Even we have done the dry test. Only the wet test is remain. So when this line is ready, switchyard line, everything, so we will start generation. This light will give them resources to set up the industries, and from the industry, the people get employment. So everybody will benefit from it.
There are 2 turbines, one vertical coupler, one horizontal coupler. Everything is ready. Water is to the doorstep of turbine. So we are ready for the generation. Backside here you are seeing 2 transformer, each 7.5 MVA capacity, and the switchyard 33 kV installed, already commissioned, complete.
The KEDCO managing director explained that they have met all technical requirements to generate hydropower and transmit electricity from the plant.
This project involves a lot of stakeholders. We've already gotten generation and distribution license from NAC, and you know these dams are owned by federal government under Federal Ministry for Water Resources. So we have been going there to Abuja to see the Honorable Minister, and he has been giving us cooperation, support and cooperation. And finally, we even work with Hadi Jama'ari, who are the owners of the dam here in Kano. We work with them, we have a good synergy with them.
The required 90 days closure of Tiga Dam for completion of all engineering works has been done.
The last aspect of our project was the final connection between the old and existing penstock. You know, since during the creation of the dam, that was about 45 to 50 years back, there was provision for hydro generation. So there is already a penstock existing in the dam. So after the construction of this powerhouse, we have to seek for permission from Federal Ministry of Water Resources and finally Hadi Jama'ari permission to enable us to give us outage. That's to close their irrigation canal so that we'll be able to connect our new penstock with the old existing penstock. And alhamdulillah, they gave us 90 days outage. That's from July to September, and we are able to met that target. We finished yesterday. As far as the generation is concerned here in Taga, we are through with it. We have to do dry test, what we call dry test. Dry test is the process of operating this machine manually, or let me say hydraulically, to see if it will operate. Then finally, the wet test. The wet test is a pre-commissioning test to the commissioning. We have to do the wet test. We call it wet test because wet test is the process of opening the water and allowing the water to rotate our turbine to see to power our load, to see it if it will be able to carry out our load. So after the wet test, then we'll go ahead with the commissioning.
Also, work on the evacuation of the power to be generated at the plant and the transmission to places where it will be used is at completion stage.
This is the generation aspect. After the generation, we have to transmit the power and distribute it to selected users. That aspect of the project, we call it power evacuation project. And the power evacuation project, we are almost done with pole erection of poles.
The transmission lines from Tiga Dam Power Project to Chala Water Treatment Plant are being laid. The transmission has also been linked to the substation at the Tamburawa Water Treatment Plant and the Saada Turimi substation.
We've started stringing at Lot 4, that's the supply of electricity to our metropolitan street. We've done with the stringing, but from Tiga to Chalawa, erection is almost completed, almost 95% completed. We've even started putting fittings, conductor fittings. What remains is stringing and finally the coupling. To stringing, our conductors are in India, our manufacturers are in India, and the manufacturing process is 80% completed. It is ready to be shipped now. The ones that are completed will soon be shipped to Nigeria, so that we'll start stringing. After stringing, then we'll go ahead with the coupling.
The power project offers huge economic benefits to people of Kano State. It is expected to help the state plow back funds spent on electricity bills in some key establishments and projects. Chief among these is the Chala Water Project.
It will supply electricity to our water treatment plant, both at Chalawa and Tamburawa water treatment plant, and also our metropolitan street light at night. So a lot of burden will be reduced on the government. Thus, the government will no longer have any burden of paying utility bills to our water treatment plant and also buying diesel for our metropolitan street light at night. So the power that is being supplied from the grid to our treatment plant will now be supplied to residential houses, hospitals, offices.
This also translates into more employment opportunities for people of the state.
This project is fully sponsored by Kano State government. And after the completion and commissioning of this project, Kano State government and citizens have every reason to celebrate, because at least Kano State has generated its own power from the abundance of water resources it has. Generate the power, transmit it, distribute it. The transmission and distribution is being carried out by Kano State government-owned company, Kano Hydro and Energy Development Company, where I'm the managing director. So Kano State citizens have every right to celebrate His Excellency for this great achievement.
Preparations are in top gear for the inauguration of the first phase of the multi-billion naira Kano Independent Power Plant. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kano State, we are indeed grateful that you are hosting us for the second time on Kano Spotlights today. First of all, we'll begin with infrastructure. Can you tell us your vision, the vision of your administration when it comes to infrastructure development?
Thank you. First of all, you are most welcome to Kano for the second time on this particular program. And the issue of infrastructure in Kano is a very important project for us. First of all, we decided to review the master plan of Kano so that we can see the integration of different aspects of development within metropolitan Kano, and also look at the integrated rural development to see how we can improve the infrastructural development in the rural areas. So by reviewing the Kano master plan, we examine the transportation system. We examine the road network and also the transportation system so that we create a city that is workable. And also we have to look into the other services like the health services, the educational development, the security, and also the issue of unemployment, so that we integrate the various aspects of infrastructural development to be, connected with the need of the people. So starting with the infrastructural facility, especially the road development, we examined the road network within Kano Metropolitan and found out that there are some areas that we have a lot of hold up, a lot of go slow, and we needed to redesign the road, interconnections. And we came up with various designs, especially when we examine what is happening in some developed countries, bigger mega cities all over the world. We sent our engineers who studied various interchanges, and we came here and we found out some particular points where we need to construct. So we started with a design, and then we made all arrangements for the execution of the project. I'm sure you have gone around the city and you have seen in some places we decided to do underpasses, in some places flyovers, bridges, and in some places even the combination of the three, so that traffic will flow, it flows, without any hold up. So I'm sure you visited some of the projects like the Ofalwa underpass, the Sharada Madobi underpass, the Dengi underpass, and also the Sabongari market, which we call Aminu Dantata flyover. You can see how we introduce a new interchange system in order to improve the infrastructural facilities there.
Okay, the government has embarked on the construction of a hydroelectric power project at Tiga Dam. How far has the government gone with this?
Well, that is another important project which we would like to improve the supply of electricity to the city, and that work has gone up to 95%. What is holding us now is the reticulation, that is the connection right from where the electricity will be produced down to the waterworks and down to the city. That is what is going on now. So transformers are being placed, poles are being fixed. You can see that the work is going on, but for the actual hydroelectricity production, that one is 95%. So we're just waiting for the, the evacuation reticulation.
That's the size of our package this week. Join us again next week for a fresh episode. I am Ibrahim Isa.
Yeah.